All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing tonight? I see on the news today more arrests in Indiana. I think it was Toast today when they did inspection, another government experiment on us civilians. But anyways, uh, yeah, some more arrests in Indiana, which they're really cracking down on people up north here. It's been going pretty crazy. A lot of stuff going on. This whole thing in Indiana supposedly being haunted or witches, or sorcerers and stuff or whatever. A lot of stuff has been going on in Indiana. I'll tell you that much. It's been pretty crazy. Now, be careful, folks, who you let into your house because, people come in, and I've been watching videos on this and documentaries on it, and they can come into your house and like they bring a spirit or evil with them, um, and they unload it in your house. It's pretty crazy. I was like, you got to be kidding me! This stuff. There's a big thing on this. If you look it up, so you got to be careful with that. You got to watch what's going on because they could try dosing you, killing you, whatever, poisoning you. One, two of them distract you or whatever. The next thing they're pouring something in your drink or putting something on. It happens. It's proven fact. And people saying, "Oh, well, you're crazy." Well, yeah, but whether I'm crazy or not, it's been proven that people do that. You know, so you have to be careful. And I think they're. I think it's a good idea that they're making new laws for renters, right? For people that we are renting from, the owners, right? There's new laws coming out because I have to admit, they've been getting away with murder, psychological warfare, crazy stuff. Even the people that moved in, you know, are, uh, I've noticed a lot more around here. More crazy stuff going on, or more trouble, or people getting sick. So it's pretty crazy. So, do I believe it? Yeah. Yeah. It's all over YouTube about Indiana. It's been on the news. A lot of rust, a lot of crazy stuff. Politics. It's a Bible state religion or something. So I think it is real. It's really happening now. Whether it's real or these people been brainwashed or they're corrupt or whatever, and they're just trying to get away with stuff, so they're killing people. I'm not sure, but whatever it may be, it's real. Well, it's been investigated, and I'm shocked that they tried to stop a lot of the investigation because it was civilian investigation, and private investigators, which was a red flag. When they started asking questions around here and stuff like that. So I agree with the rest of the world and government or whatever. Yeah, you know, who's trespassing? Is it a demon? Did someone conjure it up? Maybe somebody drop it off here or bring it. Yeah, maybe a demon, hoarder demon, or some kind of a lazy, dirty demon. Yeah, yeah. And they drop it off in your house. Next thing you know, you got stuff piled up all over. Your house is smelling like a dog, and you don't even own a dog. It's pretty crazy, folks. Pretty crazy stuff going. Trafficking, laws being broken here and stuff. I don't know. If these people are government, it's true what they're saying. They're corrupt because I think today there was Someone pointed out 3 laws that someone broke in the front apartment complex. Like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe they're digging through the garbage. I don't know, they might be. Who knows? They're looking for. They're doing reverse magic. No, I wouldn't doubt it. Trying to kill us. Who knows? Sacrifice us to some kind of a demon or something. Who knows what they're doing? Nobody knows, but I believe it. I believe it. Especially, living at a section. I've seen some crazy stuff around here. Yeah, when the government said, "Well, it's corrupt." Yeah, well, I'm from Chicago. What what government funded or Section 8 housing ain't corrupt? Are you kidding? Take it over. Even the owners go crazy and go. It's just that's what it is. So, are we seeing it in Indiana? Are we seeing it within? Yeah, yeah. I don't because I stay at one. Uh, needs a lot of work and it's understaffed. And uh, when you got more bad guys uh, living at these complexes and mobbed and gangs and stuff like, yeah, that's crazy, crazy, crazy cults and stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's why I can't back the government. The United States. Come on, Johnny, you got to back. How am I going to back you or trust you with anything when you can't even keep people out of your own compounds? You you can't even keep your laws that you make. You only keep the laws for certain people that live here. The rest are blacklisted and can't do nothing while the guy next door is barbecuing. You're told you can't. You can't barbecue. Yeah, yeah, crazy shit, man. So I agree with what's going to be happening. Uh, and people are saying, that this might turn into a giant war, a civil war, but whatever it is. We light the candles, man. It's corrupt. It's evil. They're breaking people's rights. Yeah, the same people that you think are government, they're not. Police are like these people. That's what they're saying. They're governments. I don't know who the f they are. Who knows? I don't know. Their names change every day when you ask them. How are we supposed to know? That whole thing. I feel bad for the people in South Bend because some people die. They're still looking for that guy out there in South Bend at that one apartment government funded Section 8 complex where dang water mains were broken just running for like a week. It's not funny. It's serious, but doors have fallen off the hinges, numerous fire coat, people dying from mold, uh, uh, just people killing people there because there was no security, nothing. They put a warrant out for all the people, and they all boot scoot boogie took off. So, do I believe that if you get the right, if the wrong people take over, yeah, they'll kill everybody. Say, oh well, it was just it's electricity. He was using too much electricity. It just, you know, poison. It's funny that we just found a whole bunch of rat poison in the one guy that left. I wonder where that came from. It's just crazy. Yeah, it happens. So the one guy that was on YouTube talking about it and everything and saying, these people, we caught them here, here. This is going on all over the U.S. It has been. It's almost like we're guinea pigs, you know, to some kind of from what the guy was saying in the video. They're literally. trying to use magic, sorcery, all kinds of shit. You got to be kidding me. It can't be. It's not real. Our psychiatrist said you're all crazy, but I guess it's real. Not crazy. I can't take it no more. My psychiatric help. I can't. I can't take this madness anymore. And that's what it is. The psychiatrists are like they're using some kind of a psychological thing on you or DMT or they're juicing you, LSD. And they're nuts. You're crazy, Mr. Kramer, but these people are like 7 times above you with crazy, right? They're LSD in people's doorknob. They're nuts. It's some kind of a doomsday cult, some kind of madness, corrupt government, police, and everything. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm just a retard. I mean, I told them this before. I'm sorry to break up your little part. But they didn't understand. They're crazy. They're calling YouTubers and everything. I think I seen like 3 or 4 vehicles in town with up church flags and stuff, creakers in the back. They're coming to save us, bringing in military and everything. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think everyone's gone mad. Probably LSD. I wouldn't doubt if they LSD'd some of these people. You Yes, we're here for inspection. We're just going to look around. Whoa, what's that? I didn't see nothing. I don't. I thought I saw something. No, I didn't see nothing. And a couple hours later, you're seeing rainbows, right? You're sitting on the couch. That happens. Why? I don't know. I'm not the psychiatrist. I only had to talk to one for many years. Take much medication that almost killed me. But from what he said, and she, because I've had to see a couple, you people are way more crazier than me. And how you got away with certain stuff, I have no idea. And some of the law officials are saying we have no idea. It's almost like if we go around there, it's almost like some kind of a triangle. And I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding. It's like like a triangle, like the triangle where planes go missing, and they're like, yes, yes. They're telling me I should move out of town. That's what a couple of these YouTubers said. You should move from that area. I know people that I say I live right on the outskirts of that, the town, and I tell them the name, and they're like, I'm not going to there. We love you, but there's certain things we just won't cross. I don't know what it is. We got the 10 Commandments. How it can't be that bad. We have the 10 Commandments up and down in marble. On one side, 10 Commandments. On the other, a giant American flag. So this town is constantly battling between crazy government, and crazy culture or whatever. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. The people that live here, I understand. I can't take too much of this. The abuse, the madness, you got to watch everything because you might be juiced or cyanide, you know, which if a lot of you are swelling up, it could be cyanide poison. Now, why? I don't know. We got too close to the truth, maybe, or maybe they just need another body part. Some people are saying that there was a YouTuber that I've been watching, and he came in actually into LaGrange looking for the LaGrange monster. No joke, man. Guy's got a huge YouTube video. He came into town looking for the LaGrange monster. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what I don't know who. It was here before I came here. You know, I don't know. Some people say it's lust, some great Swami or something, or Magic Man, or Corn King or something that chewed some guy's throat out or something, threatened to kill the whole town or whatever. It might have been. I don't know. These are just Indiana boys on an Indiana night out here, right? Don't let them around your cows at night as they're drinking. You never know what'll happen. I mean, it's just that's what's going on, folks, in this neck of the woods. Take it away, Al Roker. But Al even called me and said, I ain't going out there. You haven't crazy. It's KKK area of the great. I've never met this dude, Odin. I've been here for 30 some years. I ain't never seen him. Not once. Right? I ain't never seen the bear that they call the Great Amish Mafia. The guy that runs it, the bear, supposed to be like 700 pounds, have palms the size of grizzlies. I ain't never seen them. Amish buggies all over the place. I ain't never seen the bear. Big. A tree, they say. I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen the dude. I don't know what to tell you folks. I don't know. I don't know who this dude is or what kind of sick stuff they're into. But I'm a retard with weapons and a mind that I was raised by military. You people are nuts, like terrorists within my country. I'm surprised we haven't opened fire 50 years ago on you people. You're just nuts. More crazier than I can ever be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just here. I'm under contract to make content. If it's not true, if it's true, if it ain't, who knows? Who cares? On YouTube, people are, we're going to fact check it. Well, fact check that all the way to the White House. Because my job ain't to bring you facts right now. My job is to make content. It's not in my contract to whether I got to be honest with you. It's a movie channel. Movies are make-believe. But you people, well, you're so far gone that it's no wonder that I got to take 3 times the dosage of mental medicine just to survive, you idiots in this country. Now, I don't know what to tell you folks. If we've been dosed, I don't know. Poison? I'm not sure. LSD trip? I hope so. I hope so. That'd be the worst of our problems if we all been LSD today. I'm not sure what they've done. I don't. Some people, the magic has returned. That the government came in to do inspections after they left. The magic, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I feel it too. Yeah, I feel it too. It probably did. They came in, and as soon as they left, everybody's back to zombies walking around. Everybody, yeah. Candles being lit. Yeah, it gets all clear. They got mats that they just throw down with a pentagon on it, devil horns, right? They just fold that up, put it away when the government comes. After they leave, they just throw it back out, bunch of candles, and they're right back in business. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I could tell you this much, though. I'm starting to believe it's real. Now they're going to say, it's not real, Mr. Kramer. Oh, I know that because I took medicine and talked to you people. I'm crazy. But these people, well, they're driving people to believe it's real. They're driving everybody crazy and taking our privacy and rights, humanity and everything. It's sad. But it's true, and there's nothing I could do about it. I mean, I'm not the one that broke the story. It was another Section 8 YouTuber that broke the story and has been watching everybody and is actually undercover, deep cover for some high-up government people. And it's just unbelievable, the arrest the guy has made. A lot of people are laughing. Oh, this might be connected to it might be connected to a lot of crimes that's been going on. Hell, half of the people in Delphi moved. They're all up here, away from the scene of the crime. They all boot scoot boogie to Kentucky, Tennessee, and surrounding areas. Got as far as way as the great would let them run. I guess I've never met the guy. He's out there somewhere. Big, huge dude Viking, got an axe and everything. Hangs little people and everything. I ain't never seen the guy. I guess he rides a Harley. I don't know. I ain't never seen him, met him. I don't want to meet him. Don't have no need for him. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a retard on disability, and people hate me for that. They're like, "You're crazy. You should be on medicine." All right, I'm on medicine. You shouldn't be on medicine. There's nothing wrong. You're crazy. How could you? You just believe everything. These people drove us crazy, and now we're all on top of the tower. Now what? I know you're going to send one of your best in to try and talk us down, right? We're sending in one of our best to talk them down. You ain't talking these people down. You drove them half batty. Poisoned them. The people that lived here, they called the police saying, these people are doing bad. Nobody did nothing. Nobody cared. They came and arrested people that actually were telling the truth. They shook them down. Did you call the police? I sure did. Them people over there were causing trouble, and they've been driving everybody nuts around here. Well, we're going to have to take you away, Mr. Kramer, because you just can't be calling the police like that. No, never mind the 60 pounds of meth that my police officer just took out of there. We're taking you away. If you call the police again on these people that are committing crimes around here, we know it. The government knows it. Everybody knows it. You're guinea pigs. We're going to have to take you away, sir. I don't think I'll be calling the police no more, but I did load up on weapons and massive amounts of explosives. I do want to thank the few cops out there that said these people are effing nuts. And you have the right to protect yourself and your own property. And if there is a crime being caused, call the authorities. Shoot first, but then call us after. I want to thank them police officers in town that stood with us. Of course, they didn't want you to see the madness that they were doing. Of course, they ripped our cameras out and threatened to kill us all. Had Harley Davidson tricycles coming down. Hey, you go ahead and tell these people they can't do whatever they want around here. Yeah, that seems I was filming the outside. It was a beautiful day of squirrels and everything. And some people came up, yanked my camera out, started saying stuff. I thought they were crackheads because I'm from Chicago. And usually when people come on your property, start yanking shit out, we call them crackheads in Chicago. But yeah, it was just, and then somebody burnt down some kind of stuff in the yard and everything. People cutting through the yard all the time, driving all over my yard. I'm part Italian, which we take very much in hand, our yards and the plants and everything. Mama Misa. And yeah, it was me, a bow, boom, bada, bada, bing, bow, and then I'm on my way to the hospital, what'd you do? I guess I called the authorities, let them know that we're dying. How could you? How could you call the authorities and let them know that they're driving you nuts and killing people? Well, I just thought I'd do my job as a United States civilian in Congress. What? How dare you try and save the people, Mr. Kramer? How dare you try and save yourself? But that's what's going on in this neck of the woods. Now, folks, I want to remind you that this weekend in LaGrange, Indiana, is garage sale weekend. Now, it might be postponed because we got 3 days of rain coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But it might be postponed. But let me tell you something. Some of us, well, we'll garage sale in a tornado. If there's people open and there's a tornado in this little town and there's a garage sale going on, there's a few of us that are diehards and will show up probably. I'm just saying. But I don't blame you if you're shutting down because of the weather, uh, for this weekend. But, whenever it is, this weekend or next weekend, make sure you keep an eye on your local town garage sales. You never know what you'll find. This whole apartment's filled with garage sale and thrift sale stuff. That's what you do when you're poor. You overcome and you adapt, especially when you're an idiot. You overcome and adapt. You're an idiot, yes, but I overcame it and became stupid. And there are levels to getting myself back to normal, which I'll never be normal. Doctors already said that. Your obligaba gooba and gablin's been scrambled too many times. This is you. This is it. This is what you got to work with. This is it. That's what the doctors have told me for a long time. I knew it because, even back in high school, I was, slower classes and stuff. But this is what I got to work with. And that's what I'm doing. Right. Well, hey, but I'm going to say, I agree with Section 8, the guy that's coming down on Section 8, housing that is locking people up left and right. I agree with him. A lot of people took loans out and they didn't do what they said they were going to do with the properties and pocketed the money. A lot of these Section 8 places, the owners, uh, they pocket the money. They don't do anything. You know, they don't. If they do, they do the minimum that they have to, and that's it. And the places run down and yada yada. Yeah, that happens at a lot of these places, folks. Uh, Even I worked my whole life before I went on disability just recently, and I knew people that worked at in Illinois at government Section 8 housing, and it was crazy. I lived in a suburb. Thank God my family had a house in a suburb. But even when I was growing up, uh, I knew people that lived in Section 8 housing, and it was a zoo, afraid for their lives, place run down. Yeah, I've seen it since I was a young teen. So it's not a lie, it's the truth. And there's very few owners that take pride in their properties, and they stick to laws, right? Background checks and stuff like that before they let people move in. You know, that's what we used to do around here. We did background checks on it. Well, you don't want some crazy psycho living next to you that chopped everybody up, which we found out in the one Section 8 housing development place. That's what was happening. They weren't doing background checks. And the dude was, a nut job, and literally was doing very bad stuff. People knew about it. And, you know, and then you had the whole Dahmer thing, which I think he lived in some kind of a Section 8 place. So you gotta, it's real. Even though we're crazy and we're not the smartest people, we know that evil is real. Now, whether it's happening here, I don't know. I'm not here to do that. I can tell you this much: uh, whatever this guy is looking for in town, monster or whatever, I think is some kind of a spirit or somebody doing something magically or something more than anything. You know, a monster, well, it can, when it possesses you, it causes a lot of pain. you go crazy. So yeah, it's evil. The devil, maybe. That's the price you got to pay when you're a small town and you put up the 10 Commandments and you say you're a Bible Belt. And you're whole, and this town's on the 10 Commandments. Yeah, the devil's gonna come a knocking. And that's what happened to this little town, and probably is happening to us today. Is if you're preaching God and you're putting 10 Commandments up and everything in the center of your town, and uh, you're gonna have bad boys, bad toys, and evil coming knocking to test the Lord. Now we can't do things that I want to do around here. 50 calibers on top of the water tower, on top of the uh, courthouse out here in the watchtower. Uh, you know, with cameras on them, heat sensors, and we can't fight the evil that we can. Well, we can't see it, so now we're designing weapons that we can light up the room and see if we can see any spirits or demons, because the good book says they're all demons. It's not our family, it's not our loved ones that have passed, you know, it's demons, folks. That's what the Bible taught us. That I can remember. I can't remember too much anymore because of my brain injury. You know, I live one day at a time. People hate that. I worked my whole life. Never got a dime from the government till recently. And you have to jump through, poke needles. You got to do all kinds of stuff to get out. You're not going to make money. You're not going to fool them. If you have a disability mentally, then they're going to tell you you got a problem. You know, you might have had it for a long time, and that's why it's worse. No, because you never, either someone overlooked it, they didn't diagnose it, and this is what it is, Mister Kramer. You still have your sense of humor, somewhat. It's like, yay, yay. They killed you. They poisoned you. Whatever. The whole town, the whole Indiana is a disease. Some people tell you the truth. Be careful. You know, some people will lie right in front of your face as you see it happening in front of your face, and they'll look right at you and say it never happened. So yeah, I say it's demonic, uh, evil. I don't know. We do have rights. Um, I mean, I agree. This, the owner of this property, they have rights, right? But so do the renters. You know, and if you got a crazy owner, where, well, let's just say what some of the cases that I've seen or experienced or people told me living at Section 8, well, if he's corrupt and he holds the keys to everything and they're evil people, then yeah, yeah, it happens. You know, and they literally do bad things to people, and it's a proof. It's not me making it up. People are like, "You're just making it." No, I'm not making it up. I mean, it happens. You know, it happens. You piss off the wrong person or whatever, they'll poison you. They'll kill you. I don't know why. That ain't my job to figure out. My job is to testify that, yeah, these things are true and these people are crazy. And over something so stupid, whether it be a name call or whatever it may be, they choose to just poison you or kill you, you know, shoot you or whatever. It's a very crazy world. Why? Because I live in it. You know, I live in it. These rich people and stuff, and they ain't never seen real life. at a Section 8 housing development because they never lived there. So they can't tell you how it is. They could just go off of what people say, but most of the people are involved in the madness, so they lie. No, Mr. President, it wasn't us that were poisoning, killing, and telling people, taking certain people's rights away. And certain people were allowed to do something, and certain people weren't allowed to do things because they were on our list, sir, the list. Yeah, it does happen. And as history repeats itself over and over and over again, you know, they're always right and we're always wrong. Take your medicine, Mr. Kramer. Yeah. Well, what can you do? But do I believe what the one gentleman is saying on YouTube? Yes. Yes. I believe it. If these people can corrupt our own families, if these demonic things or whatever these people are, man, whatever this thing is, if they can do it to your own family and turn your own family on you, it's like a demon witch. It is like a woman. A lot of people are saying it's some kind of a woman spirit or something, or twins or something like that. And the Bible speaks of that. No, it might be. It might be a woman. Now, whether she's sent by a devil or a demon or whatever, but it might be something that is possessing our families, stealing everything, our inheritance, everything, poisoning us, whatever. Yeah, it might be. I think that's what I agree with this guy. And we are getting reports of paranormal shit going on in Indiana that has been going crazy, crazy. Power outages, numerous things, hacks into the power companies, uh, just just crazy stuff. People reporting they hear kids screaming and stuff. People even reported here they were hearing people run down the hallway at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on the doors there. Right, a couple of the old ladies always used to tell me, "Can you see who the heck is running through the halls at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on all of our doors?" I didn't see nothing, but they swear they hear somebody running up and down the hallways at late night. I don't know. They took a couple of them ladies out of here. I don't know. Have I seen some weird stuff around here? I've seen people get away with stuff, but petty crimes, not like shooting somebody in the head and burying them in the field over there. Nothing like that yet. But petty crimes where they're not obeying the laws, small petty crimes like not picking up dog poo or barbecuing or what. I think people should be able to barbecue. If you ask me the truth, I would, you know, I would allow people to barbecue. But then again, you got crazies here that can't deal with fire. That's probably what it is. Is we have pyros that are living here, and they don't want these people to be around us, so they took everybody. Everyone suffers. Everyone's barbecue grill is taken away. I got to go over to my mother's like 5 minutes away if I want to barbecue because we're not allowed to barbecue here. And I'm not going to break the laws, so I'm not barbecuing. But, that's probably why they did. They're worried about fire. There must be some pyros that live here or something that are on a list. So that's probably why. You know. Or somebody seen my videos and are saying that I'm threatening to burn the place down. Believe me, I'm not going to burn the place down. If anyone burns this place down, it'll be Donald Trump. Ain't going to be me. You kidding me? I ain't going to prison for your nut jobs. I'm crazy enough. I don't need help going crazy. I'm already on my way. But anyways, yeah, I believe the guy. And it's these fools that don't believe it. They're like, are they killing you? They might be. Are they taking your rights? Probably. Well, in the fine print, probably. Do I have the right by renter's law to change my locks? Yeah, it's Indiana law. I can change it. They keep saying you can't do that. I can change my locks if I want to. And they'll need to make an appointment if they had to come and do maintenance or something, or they'd have to call, and someone would have to be here for them to come in. That's state law in many places. That's to protect us from these people that were maintenance people, and they were coming in and doing bad stuff, raping people and poisoning people and stealing. That was back in the 80s, 90s that they passed that law. So, it's a catch 22 because the property owners like, well, I don't want you to change the locks, but then you got people dropping like flies and people getting sick and everything. You can't figure it out, whatever. People trying to break in, whatever. And then you want to switch hey, I want to change my locks. If you guys want to come to my apartment, all you have to do is call. I'll let you in. You could do whatever. But and what I found out to be crazy is, for the first couple of years I lived here, it was pretty nice. No, it was like a small resort for me. No, used to sit on the patio and play guitar. Yo, I am Kel. How you doing? Uh, no, not a lot of trouble around here at all. But then I seen people move in, and the next thing I know, you got SWAT everywhere. I was like, what? And then, and that was like maybe 4 or 5 years into it. But see, that happened because they stopped doing background checks, right? So you had people coming here that were just crazy. Well, there was people here before I moved here that some of these people were saying were just bad people, and I think they were doing something on the other side of the complex over there, the China White or something. Yeah, you have to put up with. I obey by their laws. Like today was inspection, you know, and I had tons of people calling me. You cannot deny them coming in. Well, actually, I can. If I want to put up a stink, and if I had money, could I stop them from coming here and doing an inspection? Probably not. Uh, Something I want to spend my money on, but I probably could. But for them just to come in as long as I'm watching, I got cameras and everything. They're pissed about that. Uh, I do want to thank the police officer that did tell me that I have the dang right to film my apartment complex, and who the hell keeps telling you? I don't know. Some police will like you. You're filming everything, right? Some, maybe not. The dark side, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Listen, I've always had trouble with authority my whole life because I have a disability. And I've always fought against things because that's what I was taught. You can't sit around all day crippled, Mr. Kramer. You got to get up, do something, learn how to build a house, learn how to do something. You're an idiot. No, you're not good at math. You're an idiot. I don't know how you do the things you do, but you can't do you. We overcome, we adapt. Dumber than doornails, but we keep going. Well, I'm not dumb. I mean, I've learned a lot. It's keeping it. That's the problem with my disability. I used to know hundreds and hundreds of songs on the guitar, but the problem is I don't remember them. And that's part of my disability. I can't remember them all. I can't remember them all. That drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I can't remember them all. Man, old age, maybe. Half a brain. I probably would say yes. I would agree to it. I'm living in my own brain. It's just half a brain. Let me see what Kelt is saying. It's in a context. Doesn't that mean you have to let them in? I gotta let them in, but other than that, I can change my locks, right? Because I'm barely alive. People are like, I can't believe you're alive. They killed you so many times. And I was like, well, the only thing I could do is change my locks, and they were like, oh my god, it sounded like demons. What did you say? I'm like, I'm changing my locks. If you want to come in, you can make an appointment. I don't think the police need to make an appointment, but if they need to come over, they can make an appointment too. And I'll let them in. And then it was just like hell coming. You don't tell the great oldens anything. Yeah, it was crazy. But I guess they're like, you can't do anything. I'm like, what can I do? They're like, die. If you want, you could die. I'm like, really? I don't really want to. They're like, that's your choices. Because you can't do anything else because you are a prisoner of disability. Killed. They're holding us idiots hostage. It's unbelievable that you might grow a brain one day, and we can't have that because we've already taken your rights away. Humanity says we could be charged with very dangerous crimes. So therefore, you're not allowed to grow a brain. You're disabled. I'm just ripping and roaring. Well, I just got done posting a couple days ago a video on Section 8. How you just can't do anything. You can't do it. If you have any money and they find out about it, they could. Yes. Yes. We heard that you went ahead and cut grass and made $10 today. Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and get some gas and a pack of cigarettes. Not today, Mr. Kramer. You owe us money. You live in a housing development. Every dollar you make, I get 75 cents of it. Are you kidding me? That's right. And another thing, Mr. Kramer, do you have your bank account number? Because it's my account now. What? That's right. New government Section 8 divisibility of Donald Trump. What was yours is now mine. That's interesting. How much is in there, Mr. Kramer? 25 cents. You can have that one. I got another account with 1773 trillion quadrillion dollars in it. So that one's over in Switzerland. 8 houses I own, but never lived in and never seen one of them. But IRS says I own them. I don't know. Oh, I know it's crazy. SSIs, they're just all nuts. I'm trying to make fun of it, but I'm making fun of it, and people are like, this is real. I know. I live in it. I know. I had an IROC tune port chipped, screaming demon 86 IROC. Right? I wasn't allowed to have you can't. You're disabled. You can't have that. Yeah, they just take everything. You can't have that. You got to put it in someone else's name, and don't ever let the government know you have that. Because if they find out, they will take it from you. So I shouldn't say anything about the 79 Trans Am. I wouldn't say nothing, Mr. Kramer, about either of your race guys, or they will take them. Put them in someone else's name. Yeah. I miss them cars. But you've taken disability, all that I can have. I want to thank you for sending me a check, but I much rather would have kept my house and my two cars and my two dogs and my land, and then got help from the government so I can keep that, because that was that was my pride and joy, was my double wide manufactured home on an acre and a half of land. Well, a lot of people say it was nice, but it was a poor man's house. But you know what? You didn't care. You took it anyways. You pulled up the flatbed, and you rolled it on out of there, and rolled it on out of it. Same place. You said, we're taking it. I sat there. I watched you. You came, picked it up, drove around the block, and dropped it right back on the property and sold it. I mean, I'm not dumb, but I'm an idiot. I can tell you that much. All this has been on footage from one of my satellite friends. Everybody. You're all on satellite. Boy, you're in a mood tonight, I am, Kel. I'm getting ready to go ahead and play some Xbox, I think, here. I'm going to chill. I don't know. I could have been dosed. Maybe they hit me with some LSD. I'm not sure. Maybe they got me on that China White. Maybe they hit me with that. I really don't know, but I'm going to have some tea tweed, some chamomile, and some mint tweed tea. And I'm going to chill and make the best of it. I'm coming up with stuff, whether it's true or not. I don't know. You fact checkers, go fact your checks. And when you're done checking your facts, send me a check. Can you do that? Because we could use it. We're only poor, only worked for this country for I don't know how many years, slaving our backs for pennies on the dollar. Never even got a dinner. Well, I want the rest of you to get ready because we're going to be swearing in thousands and millions of agents right over the TV, just like we did back when I think Obama was running the show, or Biden, or one of them two. I don't know. They swore millions, like 80, 90,000, close to 100,000 of us. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I don't know. There's some stuff crazy. Len Kelter, is there anything you want to say? I feel your pain, sister. I know what you're going through out there in Arizona. A bunch of crazies just got picked up out there in Arizona. I told you, arrests are coming all over this great country. No, I'm not leaving. There's a couple countries that want me to come live there. They want me to live in peace there and everything. I love them guys, but I got too much invested in this country, being an idiot. And I got family here. If I didn't have family, I'd have been out here a long time ago. When there's countries offering you big money just to come live there, just to hang out with you and stuff and everything. You know, you kind of look at that thing. You kind of look and say, well, what do I got here? You know, which ain't much. You know, they've taken on the movie stuff, everything. You know, I seen people out there. Maybe people are watching my videos, Kel, and they were listening that I shredded a bunch of my documentation, that my Wurlitzers and all my documentations and certificates and everything. Maybe they were in the garbage looking for it. Right? They're going to try and be me, which there's nobody like me. They can't. There could be people using my name, using my ID, whatever, but they'll never be me. They're just clones. No, they just want to be. I believe me, folks. Would I be living at a government Section 8 housing development place if I had 20 houses and 17 quadrillion dollars like they claim? No, I don't think so. I don't think I would. I'd probably be in one of them houses that are worth a couple 100,000. And, that one small one was nice. I don't need a 50-room mansion, so I wouldn't live in that one because it costs too much to even keep up. I mean, I'm not dumb. I'm stupid. So, but if only they would have listened, they would have realized. But they just didn't. Their degrees got in their way. Their degrees and their badges and everything, got in their way. They blew the biggest case in the world. They were led on a wild goose chase. They killed me 50 times, and I had nothing to do with nothing. Another thing, so we're sorry. Yeah, well, it's a little too late. People died. I mean, there's nothing, you could do. You can't hide behind government and everything all the time. We can kill whoever it is, so we didn't get it right. It's just casualties, the madness. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, people are like, you're just making that up. You're making it up. All right, if that's what you think. All right, let me see. Be right back. Want to go get more food? Oh, you're eating. Yeah. Eat it up, munch it, munch it, munch it down, munch it down. Eat it while you can. We got helicopters flying out all around here. UFOs are crying to me about that. UFOs and everything. What do you want me to do? I'm the retard. I'm the one with the brain disability, right? You guys are supposed to be the professionals. I'm still trying to solve the case in town of the double homicide in this little town of Grange. Escaped convicts and all kind of. Are you kidding me? What are we doing with a prison, anyways, in this town? I have no idea. It kind of makes sense, don't it? Where's our trouble coming from, Mr. Kramer? I mean, I know you're an idiot, but maybe I was just gonna say, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm just gonna throw this out there, but maybe the town, like some of the people in town, maybe just not good. Maybe some of the police just ain't right. Something ain't right. Something. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's just throwing it out there. That's all. It's just jibber jabber. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay? And maybe it's this Mason stuff or this Odin stuff. I'm not sure. I really am not sure, but what I want you ladies and gentlemen to do is I want you to stop in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the only sane fast food place, Portillo's, where you can get beef sandwiches, you can get pizza, spaghetti, lasagna. You can get it there if you want it. It's there. Onion rings, French fries, Italian sausage sandwiches. You can get the caponis. You can get all kinds of stuff at Portillo's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is a sister company of the great Portillo's, based out of the main branch of Chicago, Illinois. I do want to say hello to Mr. Portillo and his wife. Great food, sir. Great food. And I wish you'd open a little place here in town. We got the clown. That's what we got here. That's it. Right? We got a couple mom and pop places, Mexicans, little Mexican restaurant. We got a little pizza place, but I'm telling you right now, this place could use a small Portillo's drive-in, right? A little drive-through, little in and out. Right? I'll take 6 beef sandwiches, 3 onion rings, and a pepperoni pizza. Right? And you're in, you're out. But I don't want to tell you how to run your business. I'll promote it for free, sir. I love Portillo's. Now, the rest of I am from Chicago, sir. You can look on my record. I was a wrestler in high school. I did play football. I am on the books uh, in the great country of the United States of America. I am on the books for wrestling at a tournament. I took third place with hundreds of kids and everything, sir. And I was wrestling out of Illinois on an off-season wrestling tournament. I was born and raised in Illinois, sir, Mr. Portillo, right on the outskirts of Chicago. And off season, we would wrestle our high school. A bunch of us, we go wrestle at the summer open tournament wrestling things. Or I don't know, hundreds of kids or everything. I might have won that tournament right here. I think it was Indiana, sir. I think I'm on the books for taking third place, and I think I medaled that day, sir. Here, this was back in when I was in high school, sir. I came from Illinois, where I was born. My family was from out here in Indiana, sir. No, father, mother, grandfather. They were southern people down there. But anyways, I am on the books. Third place tournament. I think I wrestled 135. 135. Yeah. Now a lot of people were giving my buddy a like, yeah, but McGowan took first place. Well, McGowan was a heavyweight. He was like 175. He wrestled uh, in a different weight class than me, and at that time there was only a couple people there. So he wrestled 2 times, I think, three. I had to wrestle many because there was many people at 135. So I was wrestling constantly that day, but I pulled off the third place. Right now, some of the guys that I went to, I think Stewart took a medal, first place medal in his weight class. Uh, I think a couple of the guys took first. I don't know if the Gainers were with us that year. I think the Gainers were with us. I think he took like a first place. A Breitbart, I think he placed first or second in that tournament. So a bunch of us, sir, from Illinois came out from Illinois and surrounding areas to wrestle against these guys, right? High school wrestling and everything, locking up with them and everything, right? Headlocking everything, sir, throwing them around. And everything. But we came through with medals. We went back home. We were heroes for a day. But anyways, now I'm crazy because I ran my goblin into the hole too many times. Head banged too many people and everything, football and everything. I played football when I was in high school, as you could tell. I didn't play with a helmet, but I did play football. So, well, I'm glad everybody's here tonight. We're in the rip roaring mood tonight. We're just taking it one day at a time. Who knows what they dose me with today? They just show up. We're getting them something. We have no idea what it is, but we're just going to give it to them. Just maybe he'll calm down. Maybe he'll die and just shut up or something. I don't know. But we're in it. We're in it deep now. We're way past it. We threw the touchdown. No, we weren't naked wrestling, Celt. It was high school wrestling. Yeah, not naked. I said I ranked third off-season tournament. Bunch of us from Illinois jumped in a car and drove to a tournament. Them were the days. And hey, Scott, McGowan was a good wrestler at his weight class. But yeah, people don't understand, right? When you're 185, 190, whatever he weighed, 185 or whatever, you're a heavyweight. There ain't too many guys, in the the wrestling thing, so you're not wrestling a lot that day, right? But some of us little guys, boy, I'll tell you what, we wrestled all day. It sucked. It was a day. We're putting in. Some of us wrestled 4 or 5 times, 6 times, more than that. Uh, yeah, depending on how many people were in your weight bracket, you might be a wrestling fool all day. You might be there. Well, it was actually a 2-day event. It was a 2-day wrestling event, whatever, because there was so many people there. Right? It's just that's what they did back in the day. They'd hold wrestling tournaments, off-season wrestling tournaments uh, during the summer on off-season. And if you were a wrestler, you can go. You can go from anywhere in the world. You can go down to Ohio. You can go down. You were able to go to all these places, even if you didn't live there. You can go there to wrestle. High school wrestling, college wrestling, and that's what we used to do before the devil got a hold of us. We were jocks. We wanted to be idiots. I have a question, but it's weird. Go on, answer the question. Go on. Now, don't be afraid. Who knows? They're probably doing voodoo or witchery on me right now. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask the great 8 ball. You forgot? No, you're probably so baked that you forgot what you were going to ask me. I get like that, but it's called a concussion. That's when your brain swells so much that you're gonna pop it like a zit. And you just sit there in a vegetated state, thinking of things that you never thought of before. Half baked, you're half baked, yeah. Yes. Well, we all do. People don't understand. But hey, all I'm going to say is I agree with the guy that made the video on Section 8 who's making all these arrests, who's going crazy. They're like, well, they're smoking cannabis is the least of Indiana's problems right now, which I started to hear and I'm starting to see on the news that Indiana now is starting to come around saying that, well, maybe Mr. Kramer, maybe you were, huh? Maybe you were, I didn't hear you. What? Maybe you were right that we're missing out on money and stuff and the cannabis and stuff like that in Indiana. We already passed it for medical, and I think maybe you're right, recreational. These other states are making millions and millions. And most of our people work at these cannabis stores. Another thing. Then we're thinking and considering passing a recreation. Although I'm letting you know that we have lifted the penalties of marijuana in Indiana, Mr. Kramer. I don't have to worry about it because I'm not a cannabis freak, so I'm not worried about it, sir. Not really. I think you should because, if this cannabis medical stuff might be able to help people. And if it'll make $1 and you give that back to the people and you're fixing the roads, oh, hey, I want to let Indiana road crew on US 20 in LaGrange, Indiana, across the street from the car wash. Today I seen an 18-wheeler semi literally throw the guy out of the truck. There is a giant pothole right across the street from Yancey's, the car wash gas station, right next to the Moose Lodge. It literally almost threw the guy out the semi. I seen a car behind it hit that pothole, and I think it buckled the front end of the car. That 18 wheeler jumped a foot off of the ground. It's right there. It's right there as you come to the four-way corner stop here. If you're heading east on 20, just as you're getting ready to go past the last gas station, right on the side of the road, if you use that lane, the lane to turn off the side of the road if your car is broke down or flat, if you turn on that to go around them cars, because usually people stop right there to turn to go by the school, if you are driving on that side of the road, the medium, you're going to hit a 3-foot pothole. I'm telling you, I seen a semi today come completely off the ground. I seen the guy's face when he hit that pothole. It literally scared the shit out of him. He almost hit the guardrail. Crazy, a pothole did that to a big truck. I ain't kidding you. I am not kidding you. He went around a car because the cars always stop there to go pick up the kids at the school, and they're always turning there. But there's a, a, a medium on the side that's paved that you could drive on to go around them, and that pothole is right there, and that's what that semi did. He went to it. It's literally as wide as the street, and it's probably a good. I'm not joking. A good foot and a half, 2 foot deep, and it's probably 4 foot wide. And that semi hit it, and literally, I was driving behind the semi, turning to go into the gas station, and I seen the semi just radically jump up and like move over to the side of the road, and then the trailer, the back of the trailer hit that thing and bounced completely up off of the ground. It was unbelievable. So road crew in LaGrange, you might want to put a patchwork in that pothole. You know where the semis sit? If road crew is listening, anyone in LaGrange, you know where the semis sit? Right past the VW, the Moose Lounge here, and then there's the gas station, Yancey's, and everything. It used to be Nancy. I think it's Phillips 76 or whatever now, or some name or something. But it's right there. If you're in town and road crew, you might want to get on that because I think it yanked somebody's whole front end out today. And that semi was, I never seen anything like that. I would have been shitting my pants. Well, I don't know what happened, Celt. I don't know if they dug out, if they were looking for like an electrical pipe or electrical line or a sewer, but it's a perfect square. It's like they cut the concrete out of it, and it's just a hole. It's just the look on that semi driver's face. They have air seats, and I bet you he blew a line in that one because that whole front end of that semi jumped up. I mean, that was pretty crazy. But hey, that's why we were telling we're done making the death machines for the government, right? America needs fixed. America needs fixed. And Michigan's doing it. Ohio's doing it. They're fixing the roads. You go up into Michigan, right past Indiana or 80-90 out here, the border right here, Indiana to Michigan. You get up into Michigan, some of them roads, not nine's got potholes all over it in Michigan, But some of them other roads that they're working on, like 45 and that, beautiful scenery, hills, and it's beautiful. The roads just got redone up there, and you could drive for a good hour on beautiful road, maybe 2 or 3 hours on beautiful road, just paved, and the landscape is beautiful, pine trees and everything. Well, because they legalized the cannabis in Michigan, and they're making a lot of money, and I seen it on the news that they're putting money back in to the communities and the roads and everything like that. So, hold on a minute. I got a message. I didn't see. I didn't see. I had a message. Hold on. Oh, hold on, folks. I gotta go get laundry. What time? Oh, I gotta go get laundry. I forgot there's a load of laundry. I was waiting to dry. I'll be right back. You guys stay here. All right, I'm back. Forgot I had a load of laundry in the dryer. Time is it? 10:30. Yeah. Phew. Thank God I got that. All right, where were we? Oh, I agree with them. We're all getting screwed. Everyone's getting screwed. The only one that's getting anything is probably somebody. I mean, not me. So I don't know what to tell you. I think the road, Kelt says, are made to only last 5 years. The way companies make money redoing them. Yeah. Well, it's it's a job security is what we used to call it on the construction sites. Is it going to hold? It's going to hold until we need some more money. Then it won't hold no more. And we'll be back to repave it, but only for more money. Right? It's job security. Now, could I make a road that never deteriorates? Never? Yeah, sure, but it's going to cost a lot of money. And once I build it, we're not going to ever have to build it again for at least 200-300 years. But you know that costs a lot of money and manpower and fuel. Well, yeah. I can make roads with heaters in them and water runoffs. And we can power it. Solar make we can. Every time a car drives on the road, we can collect energy, but it'll cost money to build it. Time, money, manpower. Can it be done? Yes, but it'll take time, manpower, money. Why are other countries doing it, but America ain't? Well, it's impossible. Oh, that's funny because I just seen that these other countries did it. They're walking down the street making energy, and all they're doing is going to work. Every time they walk down that street, it collects energy. It only collects 1.7 decibels of a declement. Yeah, but if you got thousands walking up and down that street, that's a lot of power. I guess so. Yeah, it's free. I guess so. Yeah. Well, one would be American is huge. Too huge for its own britches, young lady. It got too huge for its own britches and just thought magically new roads would appear. It's magically, magic leprechaun will create roads for us. In a fairy tale world, you know, try and tell them we're broke down. The people have been drove crazy. Society. Oh, come on, Mr. Kramer. Society ain't that bad. I mean, you lived in some pretty bad places. You were raised in some tough neighborhoods. But I mean, you just can't say it's just crazy and the world's crazy and everything. I mean, did you ever live in one of these? No, sir. I was born with quadrillions. And my whole life, I've lived under a gated community and with guards and weapons and all kinds of stuff. So you probably don't know anything about real life. Oh no, sir. I'm rich. I live behind a gated community. Got my own cook. I don't even jerk off anymore. I got someone that does it for me. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, so you really don't know what us real Americans are going through. Well, what do you do? There's nothing you can. Well, right now I was watching some videos today. I don't know if my brain can communicate with it or even grab to any kind of reality of they're saying they're shutting AI down. That AI has been killing us. It literally took over America. They're saying it took over Trump's brain. They know for a fact AI has MK'd altered me and took over half of my brain, which the other half never worked. They're saying it's AI. I thought I had a giant penis, but I guess not. From what they said, no, it was AI. If you had a 5 foot penis, you'd probably be rich, but you're not. It was all AI. So I'm very upset about this. We got stuff going on everywhere. We got stuff going on over on the East Coast. I got stuff going on over at the West Coast, down south. People are yelling up north. Everybody's, and here I am stuck in the middle with you. Hey, how you doing, Miss ATS News? Good to see you. It's gone crazy everywhere. Lock your doors and windows. Well, we're complaining about Section 8. I didn't know that. People are like, oh, you're just making it up, Mr. Kramer. No, why would I have to make it up? Why would I make it up? I lived on the outskirts of Chicago. I was around Section 8 housing. You know, yeah. How am I making it up that the truth is you could not control Capri Green? That your own police were afraid to go in there. Yeah, I ain't making nothing up. That was literally police getting calls to go there, and they're like, "Nah, I'm busy." There's a shootout. Yeah, I'm busy right now. I'm at the grocery store with my wife and kids. I can't get that call. Yeah, I bet you can't. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. If you pay for something and or internet, you will care for it. If it's handed to you, you get ghettos. I know. I've seen the ghettos. I can tell you that much. In a little baby born in the town, and the mama did a born the baby in the town. In the ghetto. What Elvis say? In the ghetto. And his mama died. Oh, wait, his mama cries. Yeah. And there's a one thing that this world don't understand is that I need a pork sirloin sandwich. Yeah. He needs a pork loin sandwich. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stop out in Fort Wayne, Indiana at your local Portillo's. I wonder if Portillo's delivers all the way up north there. I'm not sure. But that is a restaurant, fast food, which is Chicago, and that's what we grew up on, right? The Italian beef, the Italian sausage, the pizzas, the spaghetti, the manicotti, the managmente, all of it. That's Fort Wayne, Indiana's Portillo's. Now, what else we got? All that was one such a weird song. It sure was. I mean, who would sing a song about living in the ghetto? Only Elvis could sing a song about living in the ghetto. Oh no, you know what you're talking about, Kel. I'm the one that has no idea what I'm talking about. Don't pay any attention to me. I've been MK'd ultra dosed, DMT'd, licked the toad, probably been cranked, probably who knows what they've done to me. Yayoed me, bunch of cocaine. Who knows what they've done? Who knows? Who knows? Bunch of meth. I could be up for days, maybe. I don't know what they dosed us with. We don't know. We're just walking zombies. I always thought that was such a weird song. Yeah, yeah. Well, folks, like I said, the world only comes around once. Uh, that crazy train. You know, yeah, sometimes you got to jump off of it. Anyways, but what we're doing is we're bringing the tour. We got new people coming in, new team, new tours, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of big stuff. We're not sure, you know, if anything that's going on at this time. You know, we got a lot of irons in the fire. We got a lot of madness on YouTube. We got a lot of people doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. We got a lot of people doing things in the neighborhood they shouldn't be doing. But what I know this much is that no one knows the troubles I've seen. I can tell you that. Hey, I promised to take them to Dairy Queen. I'll be around later. It was good visiting with you. Yes, it was good visiting with you. Take the kids, get some ice cream. Uh, Enjoy yourself. We'll see you here next time. I got to get off of this thing. I got chores to do. We got an inspection going on for a week straight, so I might be dosed for a whole week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I did hear him talking, whispering as they were leaving of something about connecting battery cables to my breast, my little nipples, and shocking me. And then there was other people talking. We're gonna we're gonna dose them with some frog juice. You know, so I might be juiced with some DMT around. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Maybe they sprayed LSD. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I'm hoping for LSD because we all could use a good trip as much as they know, drove us nuts. But it's probably going to be that DMT stuff or something else, rat poisoning or something. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. Everything's a gamble in India. It's gambling, right? We don't know what they're doing. We have no idea. No, I want to say hello to some people and I want to say goodbye to some people. All right. Now you take them kids to go get the Dairy Queen, the ice cream, and you be good. And drive safe and buckle up, Cal. I want to thank Debbie Fox for stopping in. I want to thank a lot of you people for stopping. I want to thank ATS, Debbie Fox, all the greats that are behind the scenes of this production and this great team of law and crazy and everything. It's just great. Yo, Debbie. We're battling all kinds of stuff in Indiana and in the USA and in Arizona and all over the place. It's a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. Dun, 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 chicka, chicka, dun, dun. You begged me to stay, but another country, yeah, is gonna pay me billions. They want me to be an idiot in their country, yeah, and live my life in peace. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I can't tell you why. But if you bust my nutsack, I might tell you why. All right, it's obvious they hit us with laughing gas today or something. Maybe LSD, who knows? I'm tired too. I'm getting off this contraption. I think I might play some Xbox tonight for an hour. I'm going to have me some tea. And I'm going to enjoy the poison of the world today. I did like 7 loads of laundry. Debbie, I actually had my last load in the dryer and I forgot about it and just ran down and got it. Thank God. It was just it was a little bit warm, but not really. I got all the laundry done. I'm all set. I'm all set. Now I got to do my laundry. Well, you probably were running all around today. Running all around. But I do want to thank these people for taking that demonic demon out there. We don't know what it is, folks. When you got other YouTubers coming to your town, you got poltergeist people coming in, you got people coming in looking for this thing. I don't know what it is. I've never seen anything like it. I know God is around. I know God is around in this town, but I can tell you this much. I think I know that the evil is too. It's like, and here we are, civilians, citizens, and we're stuck in the middle of this, man. And we got problems ourselves. Just, we're just trying to survive. We're just trying to survive, right? But I do want to let the road crew know in LaGrange, you got a Grand Canyon over there, and I think that guy in the semi should get like a gold license or something because that semi literally left the ground. I heard I was wondering what the noise was, but that noise I once I seen it, I knew where that noise was coming from, and that was a semi leaving the ground at like 30 miles an hour, which it was unbelievable. I only seen something like that in the movie when we were working on production and Smokey and the Bandit. I haven't seen anything like that. Maybe BJ and the Bear when he jumped this semi. Remember BJ and the Bear? I think he jumped his semi. I think Evil Knievel jumped one of his semis. Literally drove the semi and jumped a ramp. Don't you dare tire jump. What? What do you say? Raffy, B. Dave, or right? Oh, that's Raffy. He's up in Canada. He's a Delphier. The Rathar. Rafi Smoko. That's nothing, Debbie. Don't worry about it. They're crazy. I just found out they're going nuts up in Canada. Crazies up there in Canada. He likes sniffing dirty undies. No, I don't sniff no dirty undies, Deb. No. I can't, my stomach can't take it no more. It's not good. Debbie, what'd they say? Did you time them out for me? She's a great lady. What'd he say, Debbie? Oh, what a sicko, Rappy. Come on. Rafstario. Rafi. What are they doing? It's crazy, Delphi. It's crazy, Delphi. It's just unbelievable. Oh, he said, shut my mouth. Yeah, it's probably some people living around here or in town. Could be the government threatening me. No, could be. Yeah, whoever it is, we must have struck a vein. Get a hold of Parker from Discovery. Tell him we need a water pick, some gravel machines. Struck a nerve. Struck a vein of gold, Parker. Well, I guess the whole town's trying to kill me from what they're saying, Debbie. I don't know. Maybe it's Sticky Note Lady. She's finally gone completely crazy. Maybe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up on 11 o'clock. I think we are going to end this. I will be back. Maybe with some Debbie, what are you doing? And I think I might do the Xbox. I'm not sure. I need a break, man. I've been running for the past couple days trying to get this place straightened out. And I still ain't done cleaning. If it wasn't for the garbage being filled right now and them not coming till tomorrow to pick it up, I'd probably still be throwing stuff away. All right. Deb, I want to thank you for showing up. I don't know if you'll be back if I do Xbox. If you are, cool. If not, be safe. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. Kelp, ATS News, everybody else. They're killing us all each day, one at a time, I guess. I don't know. All of society. Only I am allowed to talk to him like that. No, you're not allowed to talk to me like that either, Debbie. Now look, she's laughing. Now she's not allowed to talk to me that way. She knows that. But she's always pushing to see what she can get. Right? I mean, she's like a kid. She is. She's always testing me to see what she can get away with. And I said, no. I said, no. I put my foot down. No. And she got mad. Don't tell me. I can't. Swallowed. What? Swallow what? No, there's only certain things that you can control. And there's certain things you have to do to be able to control me the way you want to control me. And you can't do that. You just can't. You know that. You know that. I think a lot of the world knows that. I mean, it's just, you know, my whole life is controlled. Sign this, don't sign that. If you do this, you won't get that. If you don't do that, you get this. It's probably them crazy country rappers. They all gone crazy. They're walking around with their shirts off in the bubble bath showers. They're all gone crazy. Nah, it's just gone nuts. The whole country rap thing. I say bidet, ma'am. Bidet to you. That's what I say. You know, country rap has gone crazy. Calm down. It's country rap. It's supposed to be country. Good stuff. I was cooking chicken last night. And all of a sudden, out of the cornfield come a crazy hillbilly lady. Wanted to cook me a meal. Yeah, it's supposed to be good. Up church is bubble bath. Yeah, he was in the bubble bath. He was talking to everybody. You guys, you're not on my level. Check it out. I'm in a bubble bath. Right? You guys are inside of a 55-gallon drum cooking. I mean, you just scrubs. That's all you is. Yeah, he's gone crazy. They all got Griff's gone crazy. Griff's walking around in a t-shirt or a towel. Let me tell you something about the corner beefs of a crazy psycho man. Andrew's wearing a cowboy hat. They all gone nuts. They're all crazy. And they said I was the idiot. Who's the idiot? No, this is nuts, Lord. I can't deal with it too much. My psycholisicum is not working too good anymore, for it, so I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't know. They're just too crazy for me. No, I want to thank Miss Debbie for stopping in. Debbie, you cannot abuse me like that. I'm not your toy. And that's why other people are coming in here abusing me because they watch you. They're like children. If they see the adult doing it, then the children do it. And you are the cause of my abuse. I have to go. You folks have a good night. God bless. Keep us all alive so we can see who the people are that are ripping us up. Thank you very much. Have a good